Ready, talk that boxing. This is Mr. A here. We're going to do a breakdown prediction of Umar Salamov, I think that's how it is, versus Dennis Hooper. It's on the undercard of the Manny Pacquiao versus Jeff Horn. This fight is for the WBO International Light Heavyweights Championship and the vacant IBF International Light Heavyweight Championship. So one of these two guys can become a player down the line and get like a top 10, top 15 voluntary paycheck fight. Now, let's see who we gonna go with. We go with the visitor. We go with Umar Salamov. He has a decent 1-2 jab. That's mainly what he's all about. Is just a 1-2, 1-2, 1-2s, and then he has a nice. He'll catch you off guard with just a lunging right hand. Now where he breaks down is as the fight goes on, his output drops, and considering all he has is a 1-2 and then a leading right hand, he doesn't throw much hooks or uppercuts off that. So as he gets tired as the fight goes on, his punches get slower and they get more of a lunging, and you can see them coming. And he's as far as defensively, he does a head movement. All his movement is within the box right in front of you. He does some shoulder movement, some head movement, a tiny bit of waist movement. He just kind of backs up in a straight line, sometimes with his hands down low. So he's very capable of getting countered on the retreat. He doesn't go use angles on the enter or the exit. Like I said, he just goes to 1-2. And a lunging right hand, and that's coming forward. He's not much of a back foot fighter. Now, as for Dennis Hooper, the hometown boy, he has better movement. He can use the ring a little better than Salamov. He can use the ring. I think he has a better punch variety. He throws more combinations of a punch down to the body, back to the head with hooks, maybe a jab hook. Now, as far as power goes, I think it's probably about, I would lean towards Salamov with the power, but everything else I lean with Hooper. But the thing is, Hooper keeps his hands down very low. Now, I don't know if that's just for competition, because when he was in the Olympics taking on Marcus Brown, he kept his hands up high. So I'm thinking his team is going to say, hey, you know, this is your step up. You can't afford to keep your hands down low against Salamov. And that's the only real thing I have a problem in this fight. If Dennis is able to keep his hands up, I think he'll use the movement, the punch combinations, the variations, and I think he has a head movement and some shoulder movement, also with his ring generalship and his feet movement. I think he's overall could do a little bit more to survive the 1-2s and the lunging rights. I think if Shamanov don't knock him out within like the first 5 rounds, and if this fight goes anywhere past 5 rounds, I'm going with Dennis Super Hooper. That's my prediction out here. This fight, let's go 6 rounds. If it goes 6 rounds or below, it's going to be a knockout for Umar Salamov in the right hand. But if Dennis Hooper could take this to 6-round pass, I'm going with a split decision and a new champion and Dennis Hooper. That's Mr. A here, doing a split prediction here. That's a crazy one. Let's just make it easy. We're going overall. We're going Dennis Hooper. Dennis Hooper. None of that bull crap split decision. No easy way out here. Dennis Hooper over Umar Salamov for the WBO International and the vacant IBF International light heavyweight strap. Mr. A here. Please subscribe. Thank you for your support. Have a good one. Enjoy the fights.